First, Little John and Foss believe that there's more to just a sender and a receiver in a conversation. There's many different things going on throughout the conversation, like verbal, nonverbal communication, and many other ways that can tell and show if someone's lying. Little John and Foss describe this as sender and receiver perform several different communication functions at once, including generating and processing verbal messages, presenting self-favorability, regulating turn-taking, and managing emotional displays, among other things. This is just showing that everything that's done in a conversation is thought out. There's goals, and both the receiver and the receiver, or the sender and the receiver, have an agenda. Another thing to deal with assumptions is sizing up. As soon as we meet people, we're sizing them up. We're making a general assessment or judging, whatever, call it whatever you may. And this just is how it's just human nature. We just look at someone and we decide something about them. And this is the same in communication, interpersonal communication. We will hear someone start talking and we can make a judgment call on them. Deception requires three types of classes: strategic or deliberate, activity information, behavior, and image management. When being strategic, actions are usually motivated and deliberate. Little John and Foss believe there are many ways to tell if a sender is lying, like I previously mentioned. So I'm just going to discuss a little bit about those different classes. For example, information management refers to controlling verbal content and signs that appear normal in a conversation. Image management refers to dealing with one's image or saving face. This is something you see happen to celebrities a lot. If they tarnish their reputation, they need to save face and do restoration damage control and do things like charity work that will make their image look a lot better. There are also non-strategic behaviors that can give someone away in a conversation. According to Little John and Foss, they quote, such as signs of nervousness, fear, or excessive behavior control may also occur, producing unnatural behavior, damaging performances, and undermining credibility. Little John and Foss believe that if you're telling a lie, if you're being deceitful, it can be noticed, it can be seen, and by the receiver. A related assumption is that deception is more cognitively demanding than telling the truth. A good example of this is, let's think back to our childhood. I'll just use myself as an example, so I'm not going to assume any of you ever lied to your parents. So when I broke a lamp one time and my parents asked me if I did it, I said that I did not break it. Of course, I was acting strange, my behavior was changing, my verbal and nonverbal cues were irrational, but that's because I did break the lamp. If I was accused of something and I didn't break the lamp, it would come very easy to me to say, no, I didn't. I would be calm, cool, and collected. That's an example, just showing that deception is more cognitively demanding than telling the truth. If we can tell the truth, we will. And if, for instance, someone wants to bend the truth a little bit because the truth isn't the best case scenario, they'll do that as well.